Hello, thank you for tuning into this section of reads. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. This section of reads should be on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. I'll put the stuff like the decks and the dice below that information. Besides that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching. Let's go ahead and get into your selection. Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Cancer? I don't know why I was struggling picking that up for a second. Ooh. A little saucy sauce. A little saucy sauce. Okay. There's nothing bad. Things are going slow, yet you might enjoy that in this situation. It's kind of like, oh, if this goes slow, I can pull this back a little bit, and I don't have to go through changes maybe that I don't want to. Maybe I'm going to get extra opportunities here to kind of keep what I want to keep. And then certain things maybe of this situation, it's like, yeah, we could edit that. Is this going to be a total change or a partial change? There's a change coming up, but it might be a partial change, and you might have control over, like, well, it's almost like saying, you know, oh, we should be moving. Oh, instead of moving, how about we upgrade this, we upgrade that, and looking at it in a very slow version, like, what would this entail? Could this work? Could that way? It's kind of like, I didn't have to move, but we had to do some upgrades, and actually, I like the upgrades. It could be something like that. Instead of going this way, let's go that way, and let's do it the way I want it. Maybe, let's see. Let's see. You have more control than maybe you realize. You might have more control than you realize. People don't want to argue with you. That could go to your benefit too. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. If they don't want to argue with you, does that mean that they're intimidated, or are you going to bring something up and make a good point that they don't want to deal with? Why? Because I'm getting like, when you need to say something, you're going to say it. And there's something here in this situation there's a mystery. There's like, that's not quite settled yet. We're not going to go and make big changes until we know that those changes are going to stick. I'm not just going to change just for the sake of changing. And I keep feeling that with your energy. Like, listen, if you have something stable to bring to me that makes sense why we need to change this, I'm listening. I'm listening. But if you're just kind of like, I think we're going to need to change, we might as well do it now, well, let's wait. Let's make sure that we need to. Let's not jump the gun here, because I don't want to. People don't want to argue with you. You have a strong position, and your position makes a lot of sense. That, you know, I don't feel like I don't think they can argue with you and back it up in a rational way. Doesn't mean they won't argue with you, but I feel like they don't want to argue with you, because I feel like you're getting the support. I feel like you're getting the support because you're making a sound argument. Like, this, we don't know what this is yet. This is a mystery. We can't start making solid decisions on a mystery, because we need to know what's there first. You know, if everything for the next 10 miles is all foggy, we don't know what's out there. We don't know where we can stay. We don't know if there's water out there, if it's sand out there, if is there a mountain, because we can't see anything. What we got to see what's there first. We got to wait for the fog to clear. The fog card coming up soon anyway. Currently, there might be some disagreements going on, but I don't think this is working against you. This might be going in your favor, and I feel like you probably have already made the point. You know, we're all working at this together. I'm not looking to screw anybody over. I just don't want to lose anything. None of us should have to lose anything. If we wait and we give this a couple more days or X amount of time, whatever you feel is right, if we hold on, we can make better decisions, and we can't make the right decisions right now. We don't have the information to even start. We don't even have that information yet. And people are like, yeah, we're in this with you. We're in this with you, Cancer. That makes sense. Appealing to that energy of kind of like, we're in this together energy, That seems to be very beneficial. That seems to be very helpful for you. We're in this together. This isn't going to work right now. We got to wait. We got to kind of, things got to come together a little bit. The fogged in card, like, it's taking a minute. The moon card is still there. It's on the dice. And then the 5 of Cups, like, it's on the dice. Like, like, how dare you? Fogged in. Still fogged in. Still stuck. Okay. It seems to be lasting a little bit longer than we want it to. There's going to be some pressure. That's kind of like, we have to do something. We can't just sit here for the rest of our life. We have to do something. So okay. People are going to move the situation forward. They're going to start moving the situation forward. The fog still has not cleared. Thing is, you have held it off at this point as much as you can. That was a good move. It was helpful. It was helpful because, you know, it's kind of like, if you held this back like 100 days, that's 100 days that, you know, we got closer to the fog clearing. It's like, in case we're going the wrong direction, that's 100 days less that we have to backtrack on. So it's good. Whew. Be careful, because there's this energy kind of like, all right, I guess we have to start moving forward. Let's try to start, you know, locking things in. That's not a good idea at this point. I need a little bit more with that. Somebody's passing off information. Be careful. Somebody seems to be passing off information like they know more than they do. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. I don't know why they're doing that, because it's a general read. Wherever it's coming from, they're passing off information as if they know something, and it's either they just flat out don't know it, or they think they know something that they really don't know. We have a lot of that happening in the world, don't we? Where people go forward and they're like, I know this is happening, and then it turns out, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Be careful to, like, it's not about the person, it's about the information. The information isn't going to hold up. The person giving it may completely believe that they're right. Keep an eye on that. Be aware that there's going to be a lot of changing directions going forward. A lot of changing directions. If you just conveniently kind of drag your feet on some of this, I don't think that's such a bad thing. If you kind of drag your feet and hold up the situation for a little while, take it with a grain of salt, do what you think is right, because I feel like things keep going left and right. When you have the 2 and 3 of Wands, people think the answer's coming forward, but then we're making, like, these people are going sort of the same direction, but not totally. It's not going to link up just yet. So how are you going to know when it is linking up? 8 of Swords and the Justice card. Along with the... Allow things to keep adjusting. And keep pointing out that things aren't quite on point yet. It's like a period of time where we got to keep adjusting, keep adjusting, keep adjusting. It'll start settling in its own time. You'll know. When I get the 8 of Swords and the Justice card, especially with these two, they're like, you're going to know when it starts to settle. You'll know when that fog is completely cleared. All right, well, that's a good point. They're like, they're like showing me, if you're looking at a field, you're going to know when the fog is gone. You're going to know. Like, you'll know when it's gone. Keep adjusting as you're seeing new things show up. As the fog slowly clears, just keep adjusting. And try not to anchor into anything too deeply. That way, if something better shows up, we can adjust a little more. We can adjust this a little more. Try not to lock in the plans too tightly until you're going to know when the fog's completely gone. Like, the way they're showing me this, they're like, you're going to clearly know when it's, like, this is what it is. It's all, we're good. Keep promoting a changing energy until the fog is gone. Once the fog is gone, you'll know what to do. You'll be fine. until that fog is completely gone, keep things mobile, keep things changeable. Don't lock into anything too much. Keep moving here, keep moving there, keep trying this spot, keep trying that spot. Keep things moving until the fog is completely gone. All right. If you're able to do that, how does this energy work for you? Very interesting. Like, I see a lot coming in at once. Ace of what? Ace of Cups. It's going to take some work. The Fool, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups comes in like this, though. It's not totally on point. It's not against you either. Once the fog is cleared, there might be a bit of momentum with things constantly adjusting. It might take a minute for that energy to settle. So if you think of a stone wheel, maybe, you get that thing whipping around fast enough, it doesn't stop easily. Like, we're just going to say it's like an old-fashioned, like, there's no brake on it. There's no brake on it, and if you try to stop it with your hands, you're probably going to break your hands. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor. Don't do that. But, like, once it has momentum, it might take some time to, like, let that momentum kind of play out a little bit, so it slows down enough to where you can, okay, I can stop it now. It's going slow enough that, you know, I can stop it with this, or I can put a stick here and jam it in there and it'll stop it. We'll be fine. Once the fog is cleared, promote slowing it down. Realize it's going to take a minute for it to completely slow down to a manageable level. That Temperance card with the Two of Cups, people are used to the situation being like this. It's just going to take a minute to get used to it not being like that for a minute. Is there something else I'm supposed to say with that? I don't want to, like, miss cards. Yeah. Fire energy comes in and will help construct the rest of it. So when I'm seeing this foggy field, I feel like we keep moving position, like, where are we going to build a house? 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 And then when it's all gone, it's kind of like, well, I want to check out this spot still. Well, I want to check out this spot still. Well, I want to check out this spot still. And then it's like you promoting, like, all right, but we're not doing this forever. I give you 1 month, choose the spot. 1 month, choose the spot. And you're giving people that heads up, like, all right, we'll check out these other couple of spots, but in a month from now, we're choosing the spot to build from. This energy pops in when the spot has been chosen. So it's like if you have 50 acres, after a month, somebody's like, people have agreed, like, okay, this is the spot. This energy pops forward and says, all right, and I know what to do. Here we go, getting the materials, getting it started, putting it together, doing this, doing that. You do this, you do that. And energy comes in really quickly once the final decision has been made, and it all seems to go very fast. I don't see this as a bad thing. I just feel like it may be a little uncomfortable because of the speed of the situation, but the situation may rectify itself pretty quickly after that. Whew. All right, I think we're there. Because I feel like if I keep going, the energy just keeps popping up, and I just keep going back into the same explanation. So I feel like we're going to leave it there for this one. Okay, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.